Oh, last week I had one of my Mandalorian shirts on. I have another one on this week for my review. This one is my The Child. Unless I'm so blind that I f this one up, which happened to me one time. I really boasted about it, and then I was like, oh shit, that was the wrong shirt. So the fact that I ever try to do this again is always kind of a risk. But my shirt should say The Child, and I honestly don't know whether or not you can see it. But I'm wearing a Mandalorian shirt to do my Mandalorian review. So, yeah, this is a review of The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 2. And spoilers beware. um, so, whence we last left the Mandalorian, he was on a quest for a part for his droid, basically. And then, lo and behold, he goes back to our favorite, our favorite, I don't know, chatterbox, kind of she's a hot mess mechanic, um, to see whether or not she has the part, and she doesn't. But she has a droid that she really wants to get rid of this droid. So she kind of like thrusts it upon him and chops down the price and throws in like an oil change and some other stuff, and really wants to get rid of this droid onto Mando. So the Mando really doesn't have another choice. I mean, he wants to be able to bathe in the waters, and lo and behold, this is it. This is his only droid. He can either just keep roaming the planet looking for a part, or he can go home with this droid and see if this droid will do what he needs to do. So this droid was built for adventure. So he does that, and then he flies to his home planet, and then the droid has to go out and see whether or not the air is breathable. And there's a little bit of a kerfuffle with cave people who attack the droid. And Mando has to go in and solve that and get the droid back. And he finds out the air is breathable, so that's good for him and good for Groku. And but then this cyborg spider comes in out of nowhere. It's not even a spider. Spiders have 8 legs. I don't know. This had 6 legs, right? So cyborg monster. I don't know. It was some sort of mechanically built thing that was living up under there, and it captures Mando, and Groku flies back to Bo-Katan. Boca. For some reason, I want to say Boca Raton so bad, but I know that's not her name. But for the hilarity of it, I'm gonna call her Boca Raton because I can't. So, Groku manages to fly a plane. I didn't even realize he left the planet to do so. Good for him. That child left the planet and went to another planet to find her and bring her back to save the Mandalorian. So if you've ever wondered that this little child who stares at things and uses the Force to bring candy to his mouth has any sort of whether or not he knows what's going on in life, yeah, he does. He's got something's happened up there in that brain of his. So Katie Sackhoff and her Juilliard level acting skills follow back to the planet, and she goes in and to rescue Mando, and they encounter some people, and she proves how badass she is, and she fights the I don't know what to call it. the the quasi spider creature from hell, and frees Mando and rejuvenates him, and then he still wants to bathe in the waters. What he came there to do. He's like, if we don't have tradition, what do we have? I was like, I don't know, weapons? Like, first of all, you can just say you bathe. Like, no one will know. It's not like there's a security camera that's like, nope, we didn't catch you on camera. Sorry, you didn't do it. It's a weird thing too, because it's just like, it's bathing in the waters. It's not like, like Indiana Jones, where you have to like bring something back with you. Like, I brought the Holy Grail. I'm a Mandalorian again. No, he's really got to bathe in this water. It's like, dude, just find water and bathe in it and make it holy. Bless it. Bless the water first, and then make it. And then it'll be. He's gonna go to this very specific water, which he goes to the very specific water, and lo and behold, there's a monster in the water. So Boca Raton saves him again and pulls him out, and we have the most. I think I nominate this. Not as tribute, but I nominate this as the most awkward ending to an episode of television since the series finale of The Sopranos. What an abrupt ending. What a weird ass, abrupt fucking ending to this episode. They literally jet back onto the beach and they're like, done, ending. And I'm like, what? What just happened? You're not even gonna, like, there's no, like, I don't know, resolution where he's like, thanks, or don't mention it, or struggling, or like, where they're like, crawling out, like, up the beach, or no, it's just like, bam, beach, done. I hope episode 3 explains why episode 2 has such a weird cut ending, like a weird, but, because I think was a script written like that. That's such a weird script. But yeah, so, I think last week I gave it an A-, because I felt like it was a slow build back into the season. Well, this one definitely had a lot of action in it, so I can't say that this was slow. This was definitely like, walking through some sort of test where you have to pass many challenges of fighting various things to get what it is that Mando needs. So there's that. And Katie Sackhoff gave us her Oscar contending performance. Really, nobody reads dialogue like Katie Sackhoff. It's amazing that she's not a 20-time Emmy Award winner for her emotional range and depth. So that's where this episode's at. Groku's cute, so that always helps the show. Even it flies a plane from planet to planet. I mean, you gotta give the kid props, right? And the new droid is, I don't know, forgettable. We have too many droids. Nobody's gonna keep track. There's nobody who's gonna be like, this is my favorite droid after this episode. This droid's gonna need to be around for a while. This is not the new BB-8. It's not happening. So I don't know. I thought the episode was fine. It was good. I think we've had better Mandalorian episodes. I like, though, the fact that Mando was vulnerable and needed help. That was what I liked the most about the episode. So when I say that it was winning, it had a lot to do with the fact that there were some little moments. There were necessarily, I don't know if they were necessarily the moments I was supposed to love, but like, I did love when Boca Raton turned to Groku and said, what did you think? He was the only one? And that's so true, because the show is called The Mandalorian in a way that you would assume that there's only one of them. You know, like Jet Li's The One. Uh, there's only one, right? I mean, that's what the title implies, is that there's one, not the many, or the three, or the four. It's called The One. So, The Mandalorian. Uh, the Matrix. There's only one Matrix. There's not like another Matrix running another simulation. There's the one Matrix. So, typically that's what that means. But not always, you know. Obviously, with the Irishman, that was just a cute way of saying, yeah, this is our title. But obviously, it wasn't suggestive that this is the only Irish guy ever. So who knows? It depends on how you took that title. But whether or not you always thought he was the only Mandalorian or not. But it was a cute little line of her being like, maybe I could be the series lead. Maybe they make a series about me. Maybe I'm gonna be the other Mandalorian. I don't know. But that was good. And then the fact that Mando just needed help. Sometimes it's really good to see heroes who are infallible and who are not infallible, who can who need help, who get themselves trapped into situations. So that is the other plus side to the episode. But I'm gonna stick with my grade from last week. I'm gonna give The Mandalorian season 3, episode 2 an A-. I think we've got better in store, and I'm waiting for that to go up. I think there's something happening. I think we were supposed to gain something from the mystery of there was something in the waters that we're supposed to bathe in. Because what is the thing doing down there? Like, how many people could possibly be going into that water? That thing should be starving to death. It eats something. What does it eat? Like, it's in this ruined thing where people are not going. It's in a body of water. It's gigantic. So it obviously needs a lot of, food to survive. But there doesn't seem to be anything in it. So it was just an aquifer of water that they bathed in. So how did it get down there? B, how is it still alive? I mean, you can't just keep a fish in a tank and not feed it. So it's someone's feeding that thing. Yeah, I think maybe that's the thing we're gonna uncover, is the bathing rituals and what it really means. So I'm excited for next week. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. And if you're not a subscriber, please continue to subscribe. I'm a blind film critic, so I watch things with audio description and review things with audio description. That I need subscribers of the industry hears what I have to say when audio description is not there, is not present, and they're not doing their job. So I need you. And I will be back next week with another review of The Mandalorian, and I hope to see you there. This is the way.